So students, the last topic of your chapter, balance of payment and exchange rate, is left. In the last class, as I have told you all, that there are two exchange rate systems. First is your fixed exchange rate system, in which the exchange rate of the home currency against the other currencies of the world, of the countries, was decided by the central bank of that country, by an official action. Whereas what was flexible exchange rate system? Under flexible exchange rate system, the exchange rate was left to be determined by the forces of the market. And what are the forces of the market? Demand and supply. Whose demand and supply? That particular currency's demand and supply in question. Alright. So we will study that how the exchange rate is determined under the flexible exchange rate system. That is the free market. Why we are only studying under flexible exchange rate system? Because most of the countries today, they use flexible exchange rate system only. None of the countries, I think, use the fixed exchange rate system. So the exchange rate system through which the rate of exchange is determined is your flexible exchange rate system. So we will study that how this exchange rate is determined time to time, how it changes. Alright, first of all, we will see two or three, first of all, we will see few concepts that we have to study in relation to this topic. We will assume few things, two or three things. First thing is that we are using two country model. Okay. For studying this topic, for the simplicity of the model, for the simplicity of the understanding of the topic, we are using two country model. That means we are taking two countries in our example, and those countries are India and the US and the United States of America. Same assumption has been made, same assumption has been taken in your book also. And second, since there are two countries, so there will be two currencies also. So since there are two countries, so there will be two currencies also. And we all know that in India, which currency is used? It is Indian rupee. And in USA, US dollars are being used. In USA, US dollars are used. So we will study the exchange rate to be determined between the Indian rupee and the US dollar. And since we are relating it with the Indian economy, so we will study that in the Indian rupee. Okay, how the exchange rate between Indian rupee and the US dollar is determined. Alright, then we come on to two market forces. Okay, two market forces that I am talking about, that is the demand of the foreign exchange, and second is your supply of foreign exchange. Second is your supply of foreign exchange. Okay. So here if I am saying demand of foreign exchange and supply of foreign exchange, then I am talking about demand and supply of US dollars in India. Okay. Then I am talking about the demand and supply of US dollars in India. Remember that if I am saying demand of the foreign exchange and the supply of the foreign exchange, then I am talking about the US dollars. That means demand and supply of US dollars in India. So why these US dollars are demanded in India and how the US dollars are supplied in India? There are various factors which lead to the rise in the demand, which lead to the rise in the supply of US dollars or the foreign exchange in question that we are discussing. So why US dollars are demanded? See, whenever we will import some goods or services from America, from United States of America, then we will require dollars to pay. Okay, or whenever any Indian person he or she purchases any assets, whether it is a financial asset or any physical asset, they have to pay in dollars. All right, or if any Indian person is going to USA, visiting USA for educational purpose, for business purpose, then they have to use those US dollars only for paying the university fees, okay, or for setting up business in USA. You need dollars, US dollars. So what you have to do, you have to convert those Indian rupees into dollars, and then you have to move to United States of America. So due to so many reasons, the demand for US dollars, that is the demand for foreign exchange, arises in India. Okay, then we'll start with how the supply of foreign exchange, that is how the US dollars are supplied in India. Okay, see, whenever we export any goods and services, okay, we receive payment, okay, then US dollars comes to us, okay. Or if any foreign person, if any tourist is coming to India, then they will bring US dollars in India. Okay, for incurring expenditure, they will get it converted into Indian rupees and then incur expenditure in India. Okay, if any person is coming here for study or for any business purpose, if any American citizen is investing in Indian companies, if they are purchasing the physical or the financial asset in India, then they will the supply of foreign exchange will happen. That means the US dollars will be supplied in India. So all these things lead to the continuous demand and supply of the foreign exchange in India. And since we are just discussing between US dollars and the Indian rupee, so we'll stick to this example. So every time 24/7 this exchange keeps on happening, the demand and supply of foreign exchange keeps on happening 24/7. Alright, so let us discuss what is the relationship between demand of a particular foreign exchange and the exchange rate, and what is the relationship between supply for the that particular foreign exchange and the exchange rate.